Alrighty, g'day everyone and welcome. Hope everyone is well. Before we do begin though, just draw your attention to standard disclaimer. G'day everyone and welcome. Alright, quick sound check. Sounds like I'm coming through. So just draw your attention to the standard disclaimer that says everything is for educational purposes only and you are responsible for your trading decisions. Alright, so welcome to Traders Workshop, folks. Day of the week where we get to have a look at topics that we don't normally otherwise get to look at. So I hope last week, if you didn't see the first part of it last week, I suggest go back and have a look. So what we did is we focused on Euro Yen as just as an example, the daily chart, and we went through bar by bar and looked at all the areas that were contextually good to then drop down and look at lower time frame entries. So what we're looking for now, basically on my chart, if you can see it, look, I'll just make them a little darker. There's an 8 EMA. No, they're only visual guides, that's all. Okay. There's a 20 SMA. Here's a 50. You can see I have them very light myself because I don't want to be kind of distracted by them, but they are just areas of interest, and it seems that other algorithms and things buy off them, so they're of interest to us. But look, good indicator for, extended conditions, away from a 20, buying back to a 20, that sort of thing. 20 period moving average, I'm talking. So welcome anyone that is new as well. Welcome anyone that is joining us from Trading View. I hope that is on. It is by the looks of it. Yeah, it appears to be. Just going to pause that in case I get a bit of feedback come through. Yeah, which it looks like it's doing. Apologies for that. Live, how do I get that? Alright. So there we go. So that's what we're looking for, folks. In other words, look, areas where the just moves away and starts to ignite the move. So on the daily, and then we can drop down to the smaller time frames to look for trades. But more importantly, what we're doing is we're conducting bar by bar analysis just to gauge the sentiment. Now, I've found in the past, when I do this with a group or with students, very beneficial just to sort of download what we're thinking about. So let's begin. We'll do this for about 15 minutes and then we'll jump into the regular analysis. So we got to this last time. We had a nice big push through here. Nice short-term uptrend with each bar, still in an uptrend here. You can see here I've marked out support and resistance, and we can see how accurate, back here support and resistance has been. So yes, support and resistance is a zone, but often it will be very accurate. So, all right, so we'll work through bar by bar, and I'll tell you my thought process as I'm going through. So nice extended move. We're sitting right at the high here, right? We've closed high. So what I'm expecting here is either a little bit of a push here and then a fail over the next couple of bars. So let's see what we get. I'm just going to mark this little high out. But more so even perhaps a stall, but I'd be preferring a pullback in here to give us some sort of cup with handle. So let's tick through. Okay, there we go. So a little push right into the high. Dragonfly doji, so a lot of indecision, and the sellers stepped in, buyers came back. So this is not bad. These two in combination are still bullish, but I would be expecting probably a bearish bar. But look, we could get a small bullish bar. So let's have a look. All right, there we go. So my first choice was right. So we're in this. We've now got the classic evening star, very solid. So I want to see it back in here in line with the 20, and then try and roll back up here. So very solid bar, closed near the low, just about taking out and closing all of this bar. So all of the fuel that's been generated in this bar is basically gone. It's all been taken out. As we said before, a fairly extended move into that. So we've just got the double. Now, everybody that's seeing the double top would have gone short. So this is a good place to spring the trap, and for the bigger players to go long. So just this little swing through here as well. Let's go have a look. Put the Fibonacci's on. Just want to see through here just the smaller range. Put on our 40-60 box. I want to see it back in this vicinity, hopefully. Here's a 20 through here. Here's a trend line through here as well. We've got a new high there. I think we probably have. So I'm going to peg it at the low. We need a new high on this one. 246. 254. No, we didn't. All right. So back to that one. Right there. All right. So still an uptrend though. So look, hoping this will push down into here, and then give us another move up soon. There we go. All right, so we've got a bit of a stall. So the buyers have stepped back in, but really this is kind of could be a little bit of profit taking. Remember, this is a daily bar. Now the big extensions like this wasn't extended enough. This was, and I suggested this would be an ideal place for some short-term shorts. And then here as well, we were looking for short-term shorts back into the 20. So there's not enough room really in there for this. So I'd expect maybe another bar sort of through here. But look, could easily get just a... Now this, I know this sounds like an each-way bet, but based on what we've got here, we've got a high close bullish bar coming straight after a low close bearish bar. So we are very much still bearish, right? So I would expect maybe even just a bearish bar from here. But if we can break to the high here, this would be a good place to look for that, either breakout opportunity or breakout pullback. I'd prefer to see this kind of back in this region and then sort of kick up from here, and then give a better, a better trade, kind of, sort of in this region here, a breakout, with our cup with handle like that. So let's see what we get. All right, so there we go. So we've got that bullish bar. All right, so the little harami has followed through. So high close here. So I'd be expecting this to probably retest, right, or a little pause. We're still in a bit of a high momentum state. All right, there we go. So we've tested the high again. So we've actually got our cup with handle. Look, you could have, I know I didn't mention it before, but you could have looked for a smaller trade through here as it tested the high. Now this actually looks like a new high now, so we can actually anchor our trend line back on this one. All right, so we've got a rejection here, so I'd expect another kind of pause through here, and this would be ideal to look for another move up. All right, so there we go. So we got that. Now I haven't seen this before. All right, I haven't seen this price action before, but this is pretty good. We get a move into the high here though. That would be a good place then to look for breakouts or a breakout pullback from here. So either looking for the stall there and then a break through here, or looking for the price to move and then just give one bar stall, which allows you on the smaller time frame to get a setup in here. So this in there is that single bar. All right, so the context in around that high will be good. So let's see what we get. Would even prefer to see maybe a pullback to the 20 so that it kind of resets, and then we're in the new sort of start of the trend move again. Happy to over test through here. All right, there we go. So we've got the pullback into the 20, so that's good. All right, so the anchor now, the trend anchor. All right. Now that we've got a new high, it went to here and now it's to here. All right, so that's the point at which the trend will change if we get price acceptance under here. All right. So we don't want just price discovery, we're on price acceptance, but more so, I want to see this have another attempt into the high. Now this breaks this bar through here. Oh, so we get a push through here. Right, that would be a reasonable spot. Hi there, Tosha. So yes, I'm going to have a look at gold as well, trells. So that would be a good opportunity there to look for. So we're doing a quick 15-minute workshop before we have a look at the markets. Hi there, SEMA series. All right, so that's what my preference would be, to see another push into the high here. So let's see what we get. All right, so you can see bears stepped in, but the bulls have actually won. Hi there, multi. So you can see we're above 50% of this bar here. So, you know, even though this is a down bar, this has got a little bit of bullish context in it as well. So would prefer to see a push now. That would be my preference. Okay, no, so we got a very bearish bar now. All right, so the trend has changed now. All right, so now we've broken through the downtrend, barring a push straight back. We have to assume that we've probably got a downtrend. So we can see the trend line through here as well. All right, so I'm going to be expecting here either a pause or another push to test this wick. All right, there we go. So we've got the pause. All right, so this is if we get another bearish bar, then really it is definitely, you know, in a downtrend. So there's my swings through here. All right, you can also put on Gann's swing chart. All right, you can see the swings through there. Oh, that's the swings and trend according to WD Gann. All right, so this is not bad. So I'd be expecting a continuation through here. Right, if we get a push here, this wouldn't be too bad because it's trying to reclaim the trend. All right, there we go. So there's nice sharp outside bar. All right, so this is what I call the IO now. In other words, inside bar and then an outside bar. So this is an igniting pattern, very bearish, sorry. So what I'd want to see with this one now is a bit of a pause through here and then a drop, and that would be a good opportunity to look for short-term trades. We may not get that, it might just drop straight through. All right, it did just drop straight through. So you can see we're getting a little bit of extended territory. A little bit of buying coming back in. Let's have a look at the bigger picture. Retracement. Right, all the way down here. Now I'm doing this very fast to try and get through in the time. All right, so what I'm looking at through here is retracements. So here's my 38, 50, 61. I want to see it pause through here. This is a definite reasonable range to be taking it off. The other one would be, of course, the overall range. But see where it clusters. But at this point, we're not going to do that. So look, would I either see another little push through here, or we've now got a semi-climactic look. Here's the 8 period. This would be an ideal place to get a stall through here and then get a short-term move back here. Now I've taught some of these patterns in the FXF traders room. So let's see what we get through here. All right, so we've got a nice little stall bar here. So this is where we'd be dropping down to the 4-hour chart, seeing a break above the short-term moving average and looking for a move back to this 8 period on the daily. All right, so let's see what we get. So hoping to get a push through here. We've got a climactic look. All right, so this has got to give back at some stage. You can see here, look, an accelerated trend, so snapping back is not quite the same, but it's reasonable. Very bigger picture. This will be the weekly anchor here. So you can see it's tested here. So a good place just for a bounce. So this is where I'd be drilling down, looking on a 4-hour and a 60-minute, just for that pullback in here. All right, so we've actually got another test of the low. So this is in fact even better. We've got a false break to the low. We've got a bullish bar now, so a bullish hammer. We've got back-to-back hammers here. All right, so you can see the battles going on here. Bears have won this one. Bulls have clearly won this. Right, shake out through the low. Want to see this push back into here. Right, don't want to see it base out. Right, but that could always be an option. All right, so if it breaks through the high, be looking for a move through there. All right, so look, little tiny one, not really enough though to really profit. What did it move? 45 pips. All right, not enough. All right, so you can see we're just attempting that sort of base now. So this is not ideal. So I'd be expecting maybe this to give us another bearish bar. You can see, you know, very long tail here, close at the low. So probably another push to the low. Now, mind you too, we don't know what any news is coming up. This is all just pure price action. I'm not even looking at the RSI here. Right, and I can take that off. Right, so it's just all pure price action and all pure short-term bar analysis. This is a daily chart. So just reading the daily chart and looking for opportunity based on what we will, what our analysis says on the daily. So expecting a little push to the low. All right, so there you go. So we got it. So really, look, this is now back in that sort of, you know, that sort of momentum of the downside. Not really strong there though. So I'd be expecting even a bit of a stall through here. So we didn't really get a lot of price action that was worthy to through here. A little bit, but not enough to kind of drill down too much, and certainly no setups on the daily. All right, so I'd be expecting probably maybe just even a push through the low, but more so probably a stall through here. All right, so there we go. So we've got that stall, bit of bullishness into the short-term moving average. So here's our little bullish engulfing. So you can see, you know, from this we expect probably another push here. We've got a decent separation here between the 8 and the 20. So if we can hold above that, then I'd be looking for a long testing the 20. All right? But we want to see, you know, another bar come in and hold in here. Now, based on what we've seen, a push into the 8, rejection, we're still holding above the 50% of this bullish candle. So I'd be expecting another, even just a pause, but I'd be hoping for a bullish bar here. All right, there we go. So we've got the bullish bar. This is good. So this would now be opportunity to look for those longs. Once it breaks through the 8, look for those longs in this region here. So this is where you can be drilling down and looking on the 4-hour time frames, 4 hour and 60 minute, to try and get an opportunity through here. So moving averages are just visual guides. That's all they are, folks. But price tests it, okay? Why? You know, the bigger algorithms and that seem to use something, you know, some sort of typical short-term moving average, medium-term moving average, you know, as areas of interest to place trades off. So let's just have a look at this, see if we can get a nice push through here. We can't see the lower time frames, so we don't know what's setting up, but that's what I'd be looking for. Push through here. We can see a nice little price void in here. All right, so big bar, nice price void through there. So you can see we've tested the 38 now. So looking for a push there. Euro yen likes 50 and 61. So they're above here. So let's see what we get. Looking for a push in here. All right, so there we go. So that's not bad. So that would give an opportunity. You can see a little pullback through here. That will give an opportunity to try and find an entry on the lower time frame. All right, so let's just see what we get. Looking for, got a reasonable high close here. 2 bullish days. Looking for a continuation through here to try and close this. All right, so there you go. So we've got it. All right, so that's good. So opportunity in there. I know we didn't get a lot. We were looking for 1 through here. Didn't get it, but we got it on the second trade, all right, which is this moving average separation trade. All right. So there we go, folks. Now these aren't replays, these are live. All right, very good. All right, so I hope that's been a help. I know it was pretty fast, and you have to get used to my Aussie accent, of course. But I'd encourage you to do this work yourself, even if you've got to work through, you know, right-hand edge of the screen. You know, work your way back like that. Do that because what it does is train your brain to see and to, you know, work out what is going next, what is probably going to be happening next based on your skill level at that time, okay? So there we go. So I hope that's been a help, folks. Let's jump into the charts, the regular charts. All right, so this is the way I usually go through. So I produce a watch list based on what we're seeing with opportunity. But I go through all of them, get a gauge on, risk off. So the very first thing I look at is the S&P 500, so we can clearly see, based on our kind of an analysis we did just before, right? Doji, bullish engulfing, that's bullish. Thanks, Multi. Glad you enjoyed that. All right, so here's the short term. So we're in a high momentum, not too extended. Here's the 8, here's the 20. Looks so reasonable. Railway tracks here, maybe just a tad extended, but nothing much. Nice close here, so we've got to be expecting, price to continue. All right, here's our channel through here. All right, you can see it through there. All right, so we've got to be expecting long. Nasdaq the same, look beautiful. Same thing, look beautiful, bullish engulfing. All right, we could get a stall bar, but otherwise we've got to be bullish. Dow Jones was lagging. Nice big ABC through here, but look, nice push. You can see the wicks, the buyers have definitely stepped in. All right, so this is good. The VIX dropped down beautifully. We did have US CPI news yesterday. All right, so let's have a quick look. Let's go through dollar index. Dollar index really didn't move on that. Just had a big spike on the US news, but really just didn't kind of do much else. Big move. You can see we're in that extended state. So really I'd be expecting this to push back in here. Euro dollar. Euro dollar, we're looking for longs. Weekly is good. Pull back here on the daily. It's in a high momentum state. The 4 hour, I would have preferred, see the pullback in here? Okay, would have preferred to see, price kind of stop in about here, give us an opportunity for an ABC. That would have been good. The daily's giving us that context. All right, but really you're going to have to wait for price to get in this region so that we get back, back above the moving averages and get something through here. I know they're moving averages, but the look of the moving average is important for short and medium term momentum. So you can see corrective through here. So until we break the anchor on the 4 hour, which is this one, we've actually got, a very short term downtrend. So my preference would be some sort of pullback through here after it breaks. Give us a chance to move up like that, okay? All right, so euro dollar. All right, let's go through an order. Gold. Big move on gold. All right, we've been waiting for something to get short. So look, this has been extended, but we didn't get that separation on the 4 hour. However, I'd be looking for price to test. See this? Like we just described, test this moving average through here. How can we do that? We want to see some sort of setup through here and give us an opportunity to get short. All right, now there's, you can see the blue line there is the 8 period. That's our target. So you can see we haven't got a lot of room, so we really need to find something relatively quick. This big move here kind of chewed up a lot of it already. It would have been nice to have seen something here. Give us enough room. All right, so we've got a big outside bar here. We could easily get a move back in here and then maybe a little swing there. Get an entry there. That would be what I'd be looking for. Otherwise, if we get even a short-term move through there, if you can get an early entry there or something there, profit down into there. All right, so that, maybe 70, 80 pips. That's getting a little close. Doesn't mean it'll stop there. It could slam straight through. That's what we hope it would do. But of course, there's no guarantees. Where's the anchor? Look right here. The price is near it. So that's another obstacle. So be looking for shorts on gold. All right. Let's have a look at the 60-minute. All right. Look, nice pullback to the 20. Here it is here. So this is not bad. All right. So where's the swing high on this? Well, it looks like we've got equal highs. So I'd be looking for the swing in between, which is this one. right, for price to give me something here. So we've just got to swing through there. That center one could be okay as well. Get a little stall there. That would be ideal. Those stalls will be visible on the shorter time frames. All right. So that's what I'd be looking for here. Maybe push through there and then down. That would be okay. I'll be looking to enter through there. All right, so let's have a look. Let's keep moving. All right, so that's that one. Silver. All right, so you can see silver right on the moving average. You can see it's getting a little rejection, but not enough room there. Yes, it could push through here, but we need to wait till it gets in there. All right, let's have a look at cryptos. All right, Bitcoin, big move. Got a nice outside bar here on the daily. All right, so we'd be naturally looking for longs. Got a stall there and a little bit of a shakeout on that news. It's returned straight back. So got to be looking bullish and got to be looking for short-term longs on this one. I got a spike there, so that's making it just a tad hard to draw any trend lines. All right, so 4 hour. All right, got that that push on news last night. All right, back to the 20. See how well the 20 period is holding price. All right, and straight back. So really, look for continuation longs. Even look for a little pullback through here on the shorter time frames. But we got to be looking long. All right, definitely. The 60-minute on Bitcoin. Nice high momentum push. You can see how it's just getting slightly extended though. All right, so ideally if we can get something back, at or near the 20, that would be ideal. So see what sort of breakout type setup we hit. Do we get a breakout pullback? That would be my preference here. Otherwise, drill down and find any sort of, any long opportunity you can. Notice through here the breakout, look, very tiny pullback. So there's a breakout pullback on the 15-minute. Right? That's what we'd be looking for on a higher time frame. All right. So for anyone that's wondering too, I've got 16 years full-time experience. I have a CFTE qualification, Certified Financial Technician. I have a diploma of technical analysis and a diploma of share trading and investment, as well as a whole heap of other work, Elliott Wave and other work. So yes, not new at this, about 18, 19 years total trading experience. All right, so Ethereum, similar, look, very steep push, but these cryptos just seem to go on forever. Outside bar through here in a high momentum state. Watch price around the highs. Okay, so we're clear through here. All right, the highs are always a key. All right, so the daily, yesterday's high. All right, so if we get, like we saw just before, now this is a 4 hour, if we get a tiny little, consolidation here, that would be a beautiful breakout entry. That will be more obvious on the smaller time frames. See already on the day, on the 60-minute, we've got a test of the high, rejection, and this topping tail is about to be taken out. That in itself is an opportunity. You can see the high though, okay? So I'd prefer to just get that last little swing or something around there to get me in if you're taking the breakout. If you do though, or if it breaks hard, you're going to have to wait for something else afterwards. All right? So the better opportunities are, once it breaks and holds, the weak pullback afterwards. All right? Ethereum, so the 15-minute, you're very sharp. It's about to pop this. Okay, so see how it behaves. All right? Otherwise, just remember that is. Now, you've got to remember too, this is my chart. You might have slightly different levels. So don't be too picky with your level, but I'd certainly, you probably don't need to be too too tight. All right. That would be enough. All right, so you can see it's attempting, but my preference obviously with any of these is to see a setup. You can see how extended it is already. My preference is to see, something through here like we saw before, a cut with handle type setup. But anyway, it is what it is, and look, cryptos tend to just blast off. So, be ready for it if it does pop, hard, be looking shorter time frames, you get your entry through there. All right? Just watch, we want to see weakness on the pullback. All right, Ripple, all right, we like this back through here. The other day, so you can see a nice push through there. We're getting now a big ABC. It's maybe slightly extended. Thank you, Tosha. Yes, market analyst or Optima. Yes, is my go-to. Had it for, 15 years. All right, so Ripple 4 hour. All right, look at the high here. That beautiful push. So this bar is important through here. Nice big ABC through here. So this is not bad. All right. So if you like this one, Ripple. All right, there's B wave. Okay. So A, B, C. This is what I'm talking about here. All right, a multi-swing pullback. A, B, C through there. Best entry is B, right? Provided it's not too stretched into it. You get a little tiny swing in there, that's even better. If you're just going to move straight through it, really your stop's got to be here or here. If you get that little swing, on a 60-minute, you can put your stop there, okay? So take a partial profit around the high. That's how I do it. Just remember, any of this, though, is not financial advice. This is basically how I trade and what I explain in the room. So you can see the 60-minute chart. You can see the difference here. Here's the 20-period moving average. By the time it gets up here, if we get some decent bars, you can see it'll be nicely rising. So what I call a rising 20. Well, that's what you want to see into the break. All right? And that'll give us a decent place to put the swing. The stop rather, okay? But you can see, look, a hammer, stall, bullish engulfing, this is bullish out of here so far. Wouldn't want to see this bar here taken out. Oh, that's Ripple. All right, let's have a look at some trades from yesterday. Yesterday was a bit quiet. Dollar yen was on the list. Same thing here, look, see the push into the short term? There it is there. Now that did happen on news as well, but that was what we were looking for, okay? So you can see there's another little opportunity here. It's a little tight, so it's up to you whether you want to entertain that one on a shorter time frame. Dollar yen, I'm just putting it in the list, see there? So that's how we trade, just looking for that push. This climactic move here can't last, all right? Now, rather than just trying to catch a falling knife, we wait for a setup through here, the level we're watching, all right, through there, got above the 20 on the 4 hour, so then we're looking for push into this line, which is the 8 on the daily. All right, so look, you can see it's pullback and it's re-attempting it. All right, so look, if you find something small in there, yes, otherwise we need to wait and see how it plays out. All right, so I'm going to put it under other analysis here, rather than long or counter trend long, short, or counter trend short. So that's that one. All right, the others I'm seeing a little bit of a quieter session. Aussie Swiss, nice pullback on the daily. So daily chart, weekly chart, daily chart, 4 hour chart. This is just MT4, MetaTrader 4. I set it up. So see the context here, nice little pullback sitting on the 200. So just looking for a move out through here. All right, so Aussie Swiss, you can see the 4 hour. Nice swing here, look, and then just a big, outside swing here. So just looking for this level, kind of to hold. So I'd prefer to see a bar through here, and then look for a pullback on the shorter time frame. All right, so there's that news bar. I want to see that taken out. All right, so we've got a nice push into it already. Here's the short-term moving average. Here's the 20. All right, so, or look, if you want to, let's have a look, drill down a bit. There's 25 minutes left. Okay, this is not bad. All right, so see through here, we're getting a nice, look, little bit of a consolidation. All right, so if it breaks that high on the 60-minute, stop through here, that would be okay. You know, target the high, but you know, take whatever you can in terms of partials through there as well. All right, so that's what I'm looking for on that one. Aussie Swiss. All right, New Zealand CAD again. So the streams, if you're interested in the streams, folks, they go for about half an hour, depending on what we've got. We don't get a lot of opportunity, maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. All right, New Zealand CAD daily, big pullback, all right, back up through here, create a little cradle pattern down through here, looking for a push out in this region. Here's our 4-hour chart. So I apologise too if I'm going very fast and you're not understanding it. Well, it will make sense over time. Here's our swings. You can see, look, no price acceptance through here. Look at the beautiful little base through here. Pushes. We identified opportunity here and here last week. All right, but here, I want to see price up in this region. So you can see the shakeout, little cradle. So I'd prefer to see that taken out like that. And that would be where I'd be looking for opportunity in this region. Okay. So a lot of these, you know, could be tomorrow's story. So we're looking for, you know, potential trades coming up. Right, Euro, New Zealand. So I've gone through all the markets and looking for opportunities that we like. This one here yesterday, nice little pullback, nice little double inside bar here. Nice push out there, so a nice bullish push. We had a little stall through here. Looking for this, either of these levels to break. So you can see they did. The first one did. Right, even on the news, look, broke. We said stops through here. So that's pushed. So there's just a small profit, but then it's kind of moved back. I still like this. This is a bit sharp though. You know, it'd be wise to be exiting the remainder of the position there. All right, so what I'd want to see now though is the price to come back up and test this high. And give us something there. Not just always looking for breakouts either. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. All right, it's got to move pretty quick though. Euro, New Zealand. Okay, a couple of the others that I spotted. Euro, Singapore. Oh, it's gone already. So see it pop. And so big deep pullback back above the 20. Bullish engulfing on the daily. Okay, so look, out of all of this horrible chop here, nice push, pause through here. So looking for a breakthrough there, but this is already gone now. All right, so I'm going to remove that from the list. In fact, I'm in that one. Yeah, okay. All right, so the other one was dollar Singapore. Dollar Singapore. All right, so look, nice little climactic here. So here's the 1 hour. Let's drill down to the 4 hour. All right, so you can see above the 20 of what we were talking about before. Nice momentum through here, little base, push back in here in a pullback. So just looking for some longs. I'm already in this myself, just to test the 8. So you can see a beautiful little A, B, C, bit of a complex one, right? But the entry was through there, so you can see it tested, away we went. All right, so there we go. All right, so this one here, I'll leave this one on, but you want to see if we can get another stall or a short-term pattern in there and look for an entry in there, look for it to test here. Okay, all right, so there we go. So that's how I do it, folks. Right. And then we come up with a list. We do a recap of the opportunities. Some days we get, 10, 12 ideas. Others we might only get 4 or 5 like today. Depending on the market. The market, if it stalls, generally it will follow through to all the rest. So Wednesday, So just straight out risk on now. And I'm looking at, straight back up into 80 or 100% risk on my position sizes. So that's how I do it, folks. And I post this watch list in the FXF trading room for you to look at. A lot of people just look at those pairs we're looking at, look at the analysis, and then base their trade opportunities on that. So there we go, folks. So thank you for your company. I hope that's been a help. I know it's very fast. We had the workshop first, so that takes up kind of, half of our time. But otherwise, we do get time to do a few lessons here and there. So there we go. So I hope that's been useful, folks, something that you can take forward. We do a workshop, 15, 20-minute workshop every Wednesday where I get to expand on a lot of the ideas that we don't get to in a regular stream. But certainly in the regular stream, a lot of ideas. Some of it is advanced. Our existing members now are a bit more of an advanced level. But, a lot of basic concepts as well. So there we go, folks. Thank you for your company. Trade safe, take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.